Hey friends, welcome back to Bimblebit. I'm Damien.
I'm Andy.
And we're just two guys sitting around a table shooting the shit about our buddy, Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
We're going to lock ourselves in at our time chain calendar height at 924,094. And every 10 minutes, that just goes up one more, showing that it's chugging along. But right now, we're in a little bit of a dip.
A little bit of a dip. I mean, not too bad, really, comparatively speaking. We've been here before.
Don't fear the dip, Captain Saylor.
No, Captain Saylor.
Michael, given where Bitcoin's trading right now, are you buying?
We are buying. We're buying quite a lot, actually, and we'll actually report our next buys on Monday morning. I think people will be pleasantly surprised. In fact, we've been accelerating our purchases.
Are you ever not buying, Michael?
No, we're always buying. Bitcoin's always a good investment.
So he's buying. Yeah. It's Monday. The numbers are out. What did he do?
He bought another 8,178 Bitcoin, dropped another 836 million, now holds about, exactly 649,870.
And within our circle, I have heard from a lot of people that are saying, I am buying right now because we're in that dip. And we're going to talk about some predictions. The world's smartest man.
Yes.
We'll find out who that is and what he has to say coming up in just a little bit, okay? Great video. Michael Saylor, such a wonderful proponent. They're talking about the 4-year cycle and how much it's changed. Bitwise CEO says the 4-year cycle is not really relevant anymore, and Michael Saylor actually mirrors that, says the same thing. It's not going to be the same moving forward.
And I agree it's looking different than it has in the past, and for good reason. We with all this, different things going on, we have a lot of good news in this world, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it's if the 4-year cycle is over completely. I think we're seeing a slightly elongated 4-year cycle this time around. Where that'll end up, I don't know, but. Later in the video, we've got Adam back coming up, too. You got to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, more
But
predictions.
I am very bullish, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to go up. We know that, and we're so excited about it. And you think about it, 19.95 million Bitcoin are out there, and there's still over 100 years to go until we see the rest of it. 2140 is when the rest of the mining will be done. So, I mean, that's pretty neat to think about. It's like locked in time.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And don't you have an image of that?
No, I don't. Thanks for bringing that up, though.
Oh, okay.
Put somebody on the spot like that. We do got a lot of great images, though. And I mean, if you want to feel good about Bitcoin, get a real feel. Jack Mallor is your man. Jack?
I think Bitcoin is a beautiful way to express that best form of humanity as well. Bitcoin will be around far longer than we will, and it's far bigger than any of us. And, it's understanding that level of interconnectivity with the human story that makes us all Bitcoiners. And slowly but surely, people are realizing that. Like, Bitcoin doesn't need Donald Trump. Donald Trump needed Bitcoin to win that election.
Big time.
And Wall Street, Bitcoin doesn't need Wall Street. Wall Street is producing the most popular ETF of all time. These banks on Wall Street are having their best years of all time because of Bitcoin. So it's this really gradual process that you're better off on its team and realizing that you are a small part that could benefit from it, and you're not the main character. And that'll take time because these people have really big egos, but we'll get there.
So, I mean, it's people that need the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin do not need the people.
It's correct. Yes. And it gives, it takes, control out of governments and countries and puts it in the hands of the people that use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not subject to any fixing.
Well, we've talked about countries and we've talked about companies and major companies that buy, but we've been talking about a little burger place that's just breaking records.
We sure have, the good old shake and bake, right? Like, or steak and bake, I should say.
We don't have it here in Canada. We're waiting for it to come so we can screw the name up.
Really old company. We've talked about this before. They started accepting Bitcoin over the last little while.
Then the burger.
And then the burger that made the Bitcoin burger. And now on top of, and they found that, doing this has really, increased their sales by like 15% because people are really getting behind them. Now they're going to take that 15% and they're going to actually start a strategic Bitcoin reserve of their own. This is amazing. This is going to be a story that just, they did one thing, things got good. They did another thing, things got even better.
They're setting the precedent.
Yeah, they really are. And what a good for the best marketing campaign they could have ever had.
Totally. It was really smart. So fans of ChatGPT and OpenAI, the guy's name is Sam Altman, and he is thrilled. Jay, we've got a still of the bank versus Bitcoin. It's a great still.
That's the one I was talking about earlier, by the way.
Yeah, we have that one. Yeah. But this is what Sam Altman, creator of ChatGPT, had to say about it.
I'm excited about Bitcoin too, but I think this idea that we have a global currency that is outside of the control of any government is a super logical and important step on the tech tree.
So self-custody is what we're talking about. The banks are out. It's nice to know that it's not regulated. And what we were just talking about, something you said, how there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, but who knows how much
the Fed could print. Trillions.
Yeah.
Right?
Who said that?
Can't remember.
Okay, well, it was a great story.
Yeah, it was. It was a great story. You know who it was? It was Russian chess grandmaster, Garry Kasparov.
Yeah.
That's who said
So he's a strategic man. He's a
smart dude.
man.
Yeah. So, obviously he's been in the space and knows about it. Yeah.
He's not as smart as the smartest man.
Well, yeah.
I've got that story for you here. So this, I don't know. So he's a social media personality, claims to have the highest IQ of 276. So
Interesting.
he is saying that 220,000 within the next 45 days is what Bitcoin is going to go to.
By the end of the year, basically.
That's right. His name is Young Hoon Kim.
As world's highest record holder, I expect Bitcoin is going to $220,000 in the next 45 days. I will use 100% of my Bitcoin profit to build churches for Jesus Christ in every nations.
Okay.
And he has promised to spend 100% of all of his Bitcoin profits to build churches for Jesus Christ in every nation.
No kidding.
Amen, brother.
Hey, there you go.
That's
what a great
incredible.
story that is.
That is a great story.
Putting something great to good use.
Yep.
Awesome story.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're looking at so many people starting to chime in, and sometimes the bad people get caught. And this is one of these cool stories. A Liverpool Twitter hacker who targeted celebrities online trying to get into their stuff, take their Bitcoin and whatever, has been caught. 3 names: Joseph James O'Connor. 3 names, right? He was Plug Walk Joe. That was his name online. But they arrested him for trying to take control of social media accounts from Barack Obama, Kanye West, Elon Musk, Kim Kardashian, and the list goes on. So he is now serving time in a U.S. prison and forced to pay back 4 million euro in Bitcoin.
There you go.
It makes me wonder, because the Bitcoin is flagged. As soon as it is stolen, it is known to be stolen, and you can't do anything with it. So basically what they're doing is they're giving it back to their owners so it can be used.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So
you would think.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
But when they say pay back, I don't know if that's the right wording, because you're not paying back. Anyway, that's just my little... Okay, Jay, bring the music in. Gosh, it's so difficult sometimes. Right up in December, and I mean, Christmas is coming. Don't stress it. It's a time of family, friends, love, and butter tarts. Okay? Don't stress it. Please, enjoy it. Celebrate it for what it is. Okay? But anyway, the early part of December is going to bring the African Bitcoin Conference. This is happening where Africa meets innovation. December 3rd through the 5th, and we'll have more coming up as we kick off 2026.
Hey, so did you hear the story about, the rapper 50 Cent?
I have heard the story, and it's a great story.
I know. So he sold his 2014 album for 700 Bitcoin. I mean, at that time, it was $320 a Bitcoin. And so he sold his album for about $224,000.
Well, he sold his album with Bitcoin. So it wasn't one album at 700 Bitcoin.
No.
People pitched, but he ended up with 700.
Yes. And now that's worth 70 million.
700 million.
700 million?
Yes.
Wow. I thought it was 70 million.
It is. I'm just messing with you. Well, it's half price. It's 50 cents. Okay, I give kudos to Trevor on that.
For now, taken $250 million and turned it into $70 million.
That is somebody who wants to sell their product and they're willing to look outside the box.
Give it a shot, see what happens.
And now that box is mainstream.
And speaking of boxes, Western Union. You hear the latest news on that? So, 175-year-old company, whenever you wanted to send money anywhere, whether it was home to your grandma in Newfoundland or to someone in the Philippines, your family over there, they would take a huge cut of that money. It would be, almost criminal, the amount of money that they would take. And now they've decided, well, their business model is going down the tubes a little bit, right? Because of all this blockchain and being able to move money around. So now they're getting involved in the on-ramps and off-ramps and all the things that go into the infrastructure of making it work. So just so they can stay relevant, not get, kind of obliterated. Yeah, they're going to be able to have some sort of competitive bone left in them. But they had a good 175-year run of charging exorbitant fees, right? So anyway, thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, well, I hope something can change because everything in this world seems to be so out of control expensive right now.
Yeah. But that's okay because, we talked about Adam Back. Well, he's got a little video out. Show this video.
It would have gone higher if not for all of those headwinds. And so, I think it's probably incorrect to draw too many inferences from the last cycle. And so, if you take that out, I think that there's a lot of positive news that, $100,000 is way too cheap. I expect we'll end the year much higher. And, we get between 500,000 and a minimum and a million during this cycle. So we'll see.
Could you imagine?
Hey, that is pretty powerful. Now, Adam Back, for those of you who may not know, has been in the space for a very, very long time, an OG, so to speak, right? Very knowledgeable, was in that movie with the Bitcoin.
Oh, Finding Satoshi.
Yeah, and I always thought that was good, the mix between the two lead characters in that. One was kind of crazy, Adam Back's laid back sort of thing. And so when Adam Back speaks, you kind of go, okay, well, you take it, you almost feel comfortable listening to that. It makes sense.
He uses big words.
He is saying that 100,000 is cheap for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And that this cycle, whenever this cycle kind of comes to an end or whatever, he believes this cycle will bring between 500,000 and $1 million Bitcoin. This cycle.
Very cool.
I mean, he has been around a while and maybe he knows something.
That's why we listen to the experts. Hey, if you got something going on in your Bitcoin space, be sure to reach out to us, bimblebit.com. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, follow along, and share it. This is how we get the word out there, and we look to you guys to help us do that. So in the meantime, it's always a great time. Go out and have a great work week.
Absolutely.
And we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
I'm Damien.
I'm Andy.
We're just two guys shooting the shit about Bitcoin right here on bimblebit.com.